You know, a few years ago, the wireless charging for your cell phones hype train started up, and I'll be honest, I didn't jump on that train right as soon as it began. It seemed like compatibility-wise, it was hard to make your phone work on that charger. Maybe with a big case, would it work? Would it not work? You know, sometimes position, it doesn't have to be in the perfect position. And also, on top of that, charging wirelessly sometimes wasn't just as fast as plugging it in directly, so what's up with all that hassle? But with this ChoeTech wireless charger, I didn't see much hassle at all. And that's after I fixed my own issues with my particular smartphone. So let's jump into this review and see what this ChoeTech wireless charger is all about. So as you can see on the box of this wireless charger, it is QI wireless charging compliant. And basically that means that it will work with a lot of smartphones, like particularly my smartphone. It's a Nokia Lumia 822 Windows phone, which is, by the way, I love Windows Phone. I'll just say that right now. Anyways, I mean, it works with a ton of phones. Like, I know, but the Samsung Galaxy S phones, a lot of them work on this. I know iPhone will work on this. And it just includes a bunch of phones. So check out the specifications on your phone, and if it says QI wireless charging compliant, it'll work with this charger. But, and there's a big but on that, sometimes you have to have additional accessories on your phone to make the wireless charging work. Like maybe there's a video right there, maybe next to my finger. I had to get a wireless charging shell for my Nokia Lumia smartphone, basically just a new backplate on there. And it basically just hooks the backplate up to the battery. It was so stupid. It was $30 for a piece of plastic, but I had to have that to use this wireless charging pad. And a lot of smartphones say they have wireless charging built in, but you actually needed additional accessories to make them work. So just make sure you have all that figured out and then get this wireless charging, because after that, man, it was absolutely effortless to use this charging pad. You just slapped that thing on there. It really didn't even matter too much about the position, and it just worked flawlessly. And I guess I might as well say this really quick. I do have an unboxing for this ChoeTech wireless charger over there, I guess, again. And if you guys want to check that out, go for it. It's basically what you see right here is what you get in the box. There's no power adapter, which that's one of my cons of this product, of course. But if you just use the one that came with your phone, it'll work just fine with it. So don't worry about that too much. But basically, the cord and the charging pad. Basically what you get with the ChoeTech wireless charging pad. So pretty cool stuff. So with that said, jumping right into the things I liked about this. It's a long list of things I liked about this, by the way, so just hold on tight. One thing I really liked about this is right as soon as you slap it on there, as I'll show in a separate video right now, it works perfect, even with my huge OtterBox case on. And I guess I'll show you guys how thick my OtterBox case is right now. I guess I'll take at least the front cover off. Mine is like a 2-layer OtterBox. It has the grippy stuff here and then the plastic. Even with this pretty big OtterBox, it still charged just fine and charged at a pretty good rate too. And I didn't really have to fumble around with position on the pad, which is pretty awesome. So even if you have a pretty medium size, maybe even slightly large OtterBox case, it should charge just fine on here, which is pretty awesome. I will say those like orange iPhone cases that are like waterproof and that are also that they'll float, I would say it's pretty unlikely that they'll work on this, but any normal size case will work just fine. On top of that, this charger charged at practically the same rate. Now, whenever I was testing, I was near a full charge. It's different charging rates whenever you're at different charges on your phone. But during the same test, I showed 33% charging rate on the charging pad and then 34% charging rate just plugged in directly to the wall. Pretty much the same thing, maybe just a little bit inefficiency right there, but really nothing to worry about at all. It still charges really quickly on the charging pad, and you really won't notice much of a difference at all, which is pretty awesome. That was, that charging test was with my, with the charger that came with my Nokia Lumia phone, which is it's a Nokia charger. It's 1.3 amps. Now, as you will see on the back of this charger, which I'll try to get this focus with a burp. It says that the input should be 1.5 amps to 2.1 amps, and the output is 1 amp. That's the max it could charge at. But don't worry about that too much. Just a bunch of numbers, but basically any charger will pretty much work fine. I tested this with my desktop computer, with my 1.3 amp charger, and even a 700 milliamp charger. All of them worked perfect. Basically, I mean, I could barely tell any difference between the charger using my charging pad or the charger using just a micro USB in my phone. So that's pretty awesome. You don't have to, there's really no drawback with using a wireless charger on any charger, which is pretty awesome. And then finally, after my charging was complete, the phone, basically, it said that it kept a charge, but it looked like the charging pad cycled on and off. Like, for instance, this blue light indicator right there, it switched on and off to maybe just keep a charge on there, kind of like a trickle charge, just to keep everything going. Basically, just the same as if you had it plugged in directly to the wall again, which is pretty awesome. After it's done charging, you don't have to worry about taking it off. It's not going to overcharge or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. It's just basically like what you've been already charging like, which is pretty awesome. With all of that said, I do have some issues, unfortunately. Nothing breaking to this product, but it's just kind of just really weird stuff. So first off, the phone and the charger does get pretty toasty. As the manual will say, it'll get up to 45 degrees Celsius. There we go. 45 degrees Celsius max. And, you know, that's not really hot. I mean, like, compared to, like, computers, which get up to, like, near, like, 80 degrees Celsius sometimes on gaming PCs, that's nothing to really worry about too much. It will get warm, but it shouldn't get over 45 degrees Celsius. I never showed in my testing that the charger got incredibly hot. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. It just gets a little bit toasty. That's what wireless charging is all about. And, you know, speaking of the manual, I just showed some of that. The manual... well, actually, I'll show you some of the stuff on the box, for example. So, I mean, the language on the box, I mean, this company is from China, made in China and everything. You can tell that so easily. Just read this first line. Special inductive wireless charging pad. Simple design. Just spare messy cables. I don't even really know what that means. Just spare messy cables? Like, what are you trying to get at here? So the translation on this product just doesn't make sense. I really still don't understand why it doesn't say ChoeTech over the like the top of this product. Like, it's a ChoeTech charger and it doesn't say ChoeTech on there, which doesn't make any sense to me. I still don't get that. The instructions are just weird. Okay, like for example, near the top of this instructions, which, okay, there we go. That second line where it says, it could work with all QI compliant receiver devices. Now, I personally wouldn't say it could work. I would say it will work, because it could like implies like maybe it'll work. I'm not really sure. So it's obvious that they translated this from Chinese to English, and they probably need someone to translate it from like translated Chinese to English to just English. So they need a better translator. It's not a big deal. The instructions are actually still semi-helpful, so don't worry about it too much. And really, it's not too hard to get the product working in the first place, as long as your phone is compatible with it. You know, it's just, that's what it is. The instructions are just lame. And then finally, as you can see right here, there is no power adapter included with this. And the fact that they recommend a 2 amp charger is just kind of annoying, because I got a voicemail. Who the heck needs a 2 amp charger, and who even has one already? I mean, if you want us to use a 2 amp charger with this charging pad, give us one. I don't have one. The best charger I have is 1.3 amps, because usually phone chargers are pretty, I mean, they're usually like around 1 amp or something like that. So I wish ChoeTech would just give you one if they want to recommend you this crazy stuff. Dang it, stop telling me to do this. I'm not going to pay that much money for it. Give me it. And also, I mean, they do recommend you get, like I showed before, they recommend you get a 2 amp charger, but it says that it can only output at 1 amp max, which, what the heck are they getting at? Like, why? Why are you telling me to get something fancy if it's not even going to work on here yet? So, I mean, pretty much just 1 amp charger, maybe a little bit better would help, just because there's going to be a little bit inefficiency in the charging pad. But don't worry about getting a 2 amp charger, at least in my opinion. I doubt there's any, you know, advantage going that route at all. So with all that said, I hope you guys found this review a little bit helpful. I really enjoyed testing this ChoeTech project, which by the way, ChoeTech sent me this wireless charger, which is pretty awesome for them. Now, I hope you guys don't think I was being biased at all. These were my issues. Beyond this, I really didn't see any issues at all, and I tested this thoroughly throughout probably like a week and a half. So this wireless charging pad is pretty quality. The instructions, lame. No charger, no charging adapter, so use your own. And besides that, it's a pretty great product. So thank you guys for checking out this review. Once again, I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please drop a like on this video. If you didn't find it helpful, maybe comment if you want to, drop a dislike. But let me know what you guys would like better in the next review. So anyways, thank you for stopping by. By the way, Mavi is taking a little cat nap up there. He's twitching, look at that. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out this review. And, by the way, I probably won't have a giveaway for this because, honestly, the basically reason is I honestly want to keep this. And one of the reasons is because I had to pay $30 to get that backplate on my phone. So basically, if I had to pay 30 bucks for this to basically make this review, I'm going to keep that charger. So, sorry guys, I will definitely have more giveaways in the future, but not for this because I had to pay money to basically make this review. So I kind of want to get some benefit out of it, you know. But anyways, thanks you guys for stopping or watching this review, and I'll see you motherfuckers later. Peace out. And I feel like maybe they have a bad translator because they're not really getting the translation completely right, in my opinion. But that's fine as long as the product works fine, so let's see how that is.